My name is Russ Hawkins, and I'm an athletic restoration coach. If you're a former athlete with hip or back pain, I want you to look at this map here because the muscle causing your pain probably isn't the one body part that actually hurts. It's due to the fact that it went offline and is not firing properly years ago. And your back has been covering for it ever since. So this is the 3 muscle chain as to why your back won't release. Now, what I want you to understand is that when we were competing, sport demanded the whole chain. Sprinting, cutting, jumping, all 3 muscles firing in a sequence. The day you stopped competing, the day the demand disappeared. Muscles that aren't loaded go quiet, thus the nervous system stops recruiting them properly. You didn't get injured, the chain just went silent. So there's 3 links, and the first link we're going to go over is called the psoas muscle. Now, the psoas muscle is located in front of the spine and runs from T12 to the femur. When it is healthy, it does a couple things. It goes hip flexion, spinal stabilization. It's also a breathing anchor for your body. And it's the first muscle to fire in any athletic movement. Now, what had happened was it went silent. Your sport demanded it. Not playing any sports anymore turned it off, so it's not firing properly. No load equals no neurological signal that the nervous system is sending to that area. So the chain does start here, and what happens when it locks up? It goes into anterior pelvic tilt, leading to lumbar spine compression. Every rep you do loads the back, not the chain. For example, when you're doing a deadlift, instead of hamstrings and glutes, you then have it locked, making it a back exercise because of the psoas being tight. There's 2 exercises that you could do to help release that muscle out of a spasm. First is 90-90, internal external rotation of the hip. I want you to exhale into the hip. Let the psoas release, not stretch. This is a nervous system release, not a stretch. Number 2 is a couch stretch. It releases the psoas in the frontal plane along with your lumbar spine. Now, again, nervous system release, not a stretch. Link number 2 that follows right below, we have the glute med. And the glute med, sorry about that. The glute med is on the side of the pelvis, and it's right above the glute max. So when it is healthy, it stabilizes the pelvis in a single leg stance. It controls hip drop in every step and sprint and cut. And it's the muscle that made you laterally explosive. Now, when it does not fire properly, you tend to fall into what is called a Trendelenburg pattern. It's a weakness in the hip abductor muscle, like the glute medius, where the primary sign is a dropping pelvis on the non-weight bearing side when walking. So what you usually find when the glute med isn't firing properly is that you have IT band issues, knee pain, or a clicking sound in your hip. Now, when it is healthy, again, you have pelvic stability in a single leg stance, and you're more laterally explosive. What we need to do is activate it. And there are 2 things you could do for that, is a side lying clamshell with intentional squeeze at the top. I want you to focus on being slow and control in your breath with your diaphragm and controlling the movement properly. Next, into another progression is a lateral band walk. So again, I want you to focus on being slow and deliberate, not loaded. You're restoring a signal, okay? Not loaded, you're restoring a signal. Link number 3, and this muscle is located in the back. Sorry about that. So we're going all the way over here to what we like to call the QL, the quadratus lumborum. So this is located in the lateral back. It's the last rib to the iliac crest, okay? So this is a lateral stabilizer, not a primary mover. It holds the pelvis level when the psoas and the glute med are online. Now, what happens when the psoas and the glute med aren't firing correctly and become overloaded? The chronic lateral back tightness, it feels like it will never release. No matter what you do, no matter what treatment you get, the rib cage shows compression on one side. You've been trying to stretch a muscle that's overworking because the glute med and the psoas aren't doing their job properly. Okay, so what we're trying to do here is a certain drill to release the psoas. So a lateral hip release over a foam roller. Again, we're being more in tune with our breathing. This is a nervous system release, not a stretch. And then what we want to do after we release the muscle is strengthen the muscle with a suitcase carry. So we're going to hold a weight on one side of our body and walk slowly, make sure that the weight is light. Okay, we're going to reload it as a stabilizer, not a prime mover. The QL can only let go of all that tension once links 1, psoas, and links 2, the glute med, are firing properly. Okay, so what we're going to do next is understand that you did not get injured. The chain just went silent. Now, the order of all this does matter. You want the psoas first, the glute med second, and the QL releases last. Okay? Order matters. Do not go out of order. If you do, the chain stays unbroken. And this is a solution to your issue currently. So if you're a former athlete or a person going through severe hip pain, lower back pain that can be debilitating, I want you to view this video again. And if this clicked, send me a message on Instagram with restore. I'm going to send you my full protocol, the exact order, the exact drills, and how to know when each link comes back online for you. Again, so link number 1 is the psoas, link 2 is the glute med, link 3 is the quadratus lumborum. Follow those in order, watch everything release, allow the nervous system to release those tight muscles and work in your favor again, and move pain free.